2, 3, 4.
Good morning, my brothers and sisters. On this, the 8th episode of 2021 for the Good Morning Guys podcast, a number 129, aka the work hours that some of us wish we had so that sleeping in every day could be a thing. Thank you so much for joining us on this fine morning, afternoon, evening, or night as we continue discussing the game of life amidst the other games we love to watch and to play. I'm one of your four hosts, the Platinum Garbage Fallon Gamer, and the strongest transition ninja in the world, Lucas Ham Swisher. Also next to me, who is here with me and now here with us, the judge, jury, and executioner of Entry into the Great American Ballpark, Patrick Novosel.
Oh, I'm the bouncer at Great American Ballpark.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yep.
That's your
If
new
you say
job,
no,
right?
Well, yes.
They're not going in. You have like a sniper shot at them. If you don't like them, you just and just.
Ooh,
I got
I have a-
$100 that says that's cooler than your title that you actually have.
Yes, it is definitely. I am the dead shot of Great American right now.
Exactly. Perfect. On Deadshot's left and my right, the heat-seeking hoss and billions boss that can make us abandon cyberpunk like him in 3 words or less, Ronnie Johantis.
Hi.
And then the final member of the GMG Quadfecta, who's got ice under his feet, H.P. Lovecraft on his brain, and Marvel's heart all over the place as he hugs, rubs, and knees it 8 days a week. Marc Boucher.
What?
I think I take the cake this week for my nickname. That's
I saved the best one for you, buddy. Good old Marvel.
it's nice and special right there.
Yep. I was listening to that again today, and I just laughing so hard at that talk about Marvel's heart going on your knee.
Yeah, and again, Walmart, right when everybody's checking out all their food. Just everybody staring
Yep.
right at me.
Yep, that's right.
Or at least it felt
What's
like
that
it.
man doing? What's he doing with that heart on his knee?
What a nerd.
All right. Well, since I gave you the best nickname this week, Marc, why don't you tell us what's new with you, buddy? What's been going on this past week?
Nothing too crazy at all on the life front. A lot of status quo. More of my news is really on the gaming front.
All right, jump right into it.
Yeah, where I officially beat Call of the Sea on stream.
All right.
Um,
Now next is walking down the street with D. Is that how it works?
Sure.
Go through the letters of the alphabet?
Yeah.
A, B, C, D? No?
No.
All right, fair enough.
What's that BG song about walking down the street?
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk to
Staying
ladies
alive.
band. No time to talk. You can't love. No damn new. Man.
Trailing off
Yes,
there.
that one. Staying
Yep,
alive.
I lost it.
Quick, Lucas, who sings that song?
The Jeebies.
The
The
Jeebies?
heebie-jeebies?
Yeah, the heebie-jeebies.
Well, the
Guest starring
emphasis is
D.
not you, so...
Emphasis. That's right.
Ooh, dang. You gonna take that?
Yeah. I already did.
Yeah.
It's only fair.
Yeah, it's true.
But yeah, I beat Call of the Sea on stream this past Saturday night. Overall, I thought it was a great story. It's a little on the light side in terms of story, but it was still really good. It was interesting. I definitely think I probably would have quit the game like on maybe the first or second stream, maybe like first 10-15 minutes of the second stream, if I didn't use the guide, the walkthrough. So thanks, IGN.
Been there. Great. You
'cause-
got to do what you got to do, man.
Yeah, because those puzzles were ridiculous, and you had to really pay attention to all the different details from all the notes you could pick up, and pictures, and just paying attention to all the things around you is how you pick up on the clues to do these puzzles. I actually saw Ed Placencia playing this game the other day, and he got help as well. So there's no shame in looking up the old guide to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Save you some hair not leaving the follicles. But yeah. So had a lot of fun with that, and then we switched to the second game, which was a surprise. I didn't tell anybody. I played Cyber Shadow, which is a platformer, a very like old school NES kind of feeling platformer, where it's almost like Ninja Gaiden, but a little bit more, I guess, cyberpunky would be the word, a little more futuristic. So it was basically a platformer if you had Ghost Runner as a platformer, is what it felt like.
Oh no. Did that not end well? I feel like that didn't end well if you compared it to Ghost Runner.
Ghost Runner did not end well at all. I rage quit that game.
Did you run into like a tower of terror like you did in Ghost Runner with Cyber Shadow?
I ran into an elevator of terror.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty close.
I was on, I want to say it was probably the second or third level in Cyber Shadow, and it's this whole part where you're going up this elevator and you're having to be constantly defeating enemies that are and plus there are huge lasers that are like being shot out randomly from the walls and things like that, and you've got to time everything and make sure that you don't have enemies still coming after you, because you can get killed pretty easily in that game.
Are you talking about Ghost Runner or Cyber Shadow?
Cyber Shadow.
Oh wow, yep, that sounds a lot like the the Ghost Runner level that you rage quit, or you made it past it and then you were like, and I'm done.
Well, I'm gonna play it this next weekend because we're still technically in February, so I'm gonna keep March's game close to the chest at the moment, but that will be announced eventually. I'm gonna play Cyber Shadow a little bit more. It was definitely good and not frustrating enough for me to quit per se, but there was definitely some points where like I died several times.
Yeah.
But overall, I think it's a very faithful homage to NES platformers, like the difficulty of those back in the day, while having a much more fluid, modern feel in terms of frame rate and things like that. And
yeah, it looks like it's just the perfect homage to that, just like Shovel Knight was an homage to like a number of NES games. And of course they have that connection of Yacht Club Games. I don't believe it was Yacht Club Games that developed it, but they published it. And so that's really a game that's on my radar. I think I have it in my wish list on PSN, and I'll be keeping an eye out for when that baby goes on sale, or Swisher Plus happens or something. You never know. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that was pretty much my week. Very, very short and sweet.
Nice.
But yeah. So, Lucas.
Hi.
How was your week, sir?
It was pretty good. Not too shabby. Let's see, this past week, something that's been happening since my daughter turned 10 years old is she got a later bedtime, and we started to give her, different variety of activities to do, whether on her own or with us. But a few days a week, we like to watch a show, and one that she can watch, but her brother can't. And one of the latest one of the latest shows we just finished, we went through 3 seasons of Airbender. Nope, that's not what it's called. Avatar, The Last Airbender. I started with the last word. Not just any Airbender. The last one.
How do you
known as Avatar?
So I don't know anything about The Last Airbender. How do you bend air? Like, what is the
with your chi and the chakras that you have in your belly?
Oh, yeah, okay, I got that.
And you just bend it around.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Bend it like Beckham.
So it's a soccer game?
Nope, not even close.
Oh.
Sometimes it can be. But.
Yeah, I guess it could be. They do play like games with using their airbending sometimes. But so it was good. We really liked it. I would say that, we watched 3 seasons. Each of the seasons is like a typical old-fashioned TV show, as they would say, 20 20 to 22 episodes per season. We really did like it a lot. I think Tasha and I liked it the most. Mindy was kind of like, not a big fan of anime, just the very like, I don't know, I can't think of the right words to describe it, but it's like their emotions are always like either really high, over exaggerated. Yeah. Thank you. My wife does not appreciate the over exaggeration of people's emotions and just some weird things that happen, which I will say was not as crazy as other animes, or like even like Pokemon, which isn't even that crazy, but Pokemon was way crazier with some of the anime stuff. I thought Avatar was very tame.
Yeah, and this has a lot of American influence. So
it does. And we discovered some of that once and I'll get to it in a moment, when we transition to the movie, which I'll have a little bit to say about.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But anyways, let's focus on the good things first, okay? So the motley crew of kid characters was fun. They were silly. It was very action-packed, and it had a lot of heart. Like, overall, every main character in Avatar had, like, their time to have character development and all that stuff. It was really good. For those that watched it, my favorite characters were actually the Fire Nation duo of Zuko and Uncle Iroh. I really liked them a lot, their character development over the course of the show. Easily, Uncle Iroh was my favorite. He was hilarious, like a crazy old man. But then at some points when it was needed, he became a wise, powerful airbender that kicked butt. So
blew
definitely.
My mind. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
It blew my mind when I found out the Zuko is voiced by Dante Basco.
Rufio. Yep. Oh, there were a number of voices I was like, I recognize that voice. Who is that? At one point, I was watching an episode, right? And this random character, it wasn't a main character, shows up and starts talking, and I'm like, whoa, who? I know who that is. Mindy, help me. Who is that? And she's like, let me look. She gets on. She's like the IMDb queen. So she jumps on IMDb, right? And she's like, do you know a Sully from Uncharted? And I'm like, what? It is Sully. So the voice actor for Sully was definitely a random Fire Nation general or captain or whatever. It was hilarious. It was just one episode. And it was either Fire Nation or Water Nation. I get my elements mixed up sometimes. But anyways, he showed up for like 2 episodes. It was really cool to hear him.
Mark Hamill has been on the show.
Oh, Mark Hamill is the voice of the Fire Lord, and like Avatar's like pretty much arch enemy by the end of it all. But yeah, it was really good. It was really fun, worth a watch. We'll definitely. I don't know if I'll watch it again when it comes around and my son wants to watch it, but I might keep one eye on it just to see some of the funnier parts. But overall, I give the movie nope, not there yet. I give the TV show an 8 out of 10 flying buffaloes.
There you go.
I do need to warn for some parents, it's very steeped in Eastern religion. There's definitely a lot of mentions of reincarnation, chakras, the spirit world. To us, it wasn't a big deal just because while we don't agree with the religious beliefs, we respect them, what they represent, what their followers are trying to accomplish in balance and the value of human life. I mean, they still accomplish, I think, very positive messages through it, even if it's not like of a perspective that we particularly understand or agree with. But just be warned, it's a good conversation piece to really talk about Eastern religions or Eastern perspectives. So it's a good opportunity to watch that. As I said earlier, we also transitioned. I just couldn't resist. I was so curious to watch the Avatar: The Last Airbender movie. I don't know how much you guys have heard about this. I can tell Marc has heard something or two of it. But it's considered an awful movie. And I will say for the most part, it did not disappoint. It was like, we jumped in and actually Tasha was okay with it. My wife actually thought it was better than I said it would be, and it was about the same as I thought it would be. I cannot believe that this movie was directed by M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is where he jumped the shark.
He just totally he just took a right turn and just never looked back. I don't understand. They pretty much in the movie covered the first season, which is about 9 hours of episodes. They covered it in 2 hours. So as you can imagine, they rushed a little bit. But at the same time, there was so much dead time in the movie. The characters would be talking and then they would just stop. I can't believe it. And then they go to the next scene. Like, it's just, it was so awkward at times. The performances were heartless. That was boring sometimes. I don't know. And they tried to be more authentic with the way they, you know how you mentioned, Mark, that Avatar, the TV series, is more Americanized. Well, they tried to be more accurate with how they pronounced the names of everyone, and it was weird. Like, they went from Aang to Ong, Iroh to Iro. Instead of saying Avatar, they were like Avatar. Like, and that's what they said all the time. They're like, oh no, here comes the Avatar. Like, they would only pronounce the titles in Japanese, but the rest of their, like, I don't know, their accents and stuff were clearly American. So
we're trying.
Yeah, they're trying real hard, and it was so strange, but we survived it. It was still cool to see it live, but not really that good. So I gave it 4 out of 10 forehead tattoos. You hear that?
Nice.
Forehead tattoos. I know. I'm pretty funny.
That's pretty funny.
Even if that was totally accidentally and I did not make that joke on purpose. All right, moving on to gaming. Now that I've belabored the Avatar: The Last Airbender, it's time for GMG Triple P with me, Pastor Hammy, a.k.a. my GMG path to a plethora of platinums. I got 0 platinums this week.
Slacker.
I am a huge slacker. I'm currently working on the plat for Lego Harry Potter with my kids, Alien Nation with Chris, The Rock, the Platinum Sugar Daddy, Life is Strange 2 with just myself, and maybe, I'm not making any promises, but maybe WWE 2K20.
Yeah, come on. You got 1 month.
I got 1 month. I think I can do it.
Well, you got 1 month to do the online trophies.
Yeah, and then after that, I can it's a slow roll from there. We can, just have lunch and wrestle.
Did you just run out of crappy games to play? Is that why you don't have any?
Shots fired! No, what's funny is I don't know if Patrick is going to mention, he probably will, but about WWE, but I'll just mention that this last week he was like, dude, I need your help. I've got to get like 50 online wins, and the online servers are practically dead, so I need your help. And so I'm like, all right, let me move out some space. I deleted some games, and I'm like, I can read-down those later, and blah, blah, blah. And I finally got it on my system. And then over the weekend, I get a message from Pat. Not 1, but 2, him earning all the trophies for the 50 online matches. And I'm like, well, what's the point of me then? I just downloaded this thing for kicks and giggles.
Yeah, well, I was, everything was working so for me, the online wasn't working. So I would try to go into a match and it would crash my PS4 or PS5, and it would go back to the home screen or back to the dashboard. And so I looked online. They're like, hey, you can either delete the game or reinstall the game. You could rebuild your database. You could reset your factory settings for your PS5. And I was like, I am not doing any of this.
I know. None of those options sound good at all.
So I got up my PS4 and I downloaded it on there. And I got online.
You blew it off. You're like, blowing on it like a Nintendo game.
And I turned it on. The PS4 got online, and the same error happened. So it had to have been my save file. So I uploaded my save file to the cloud. I deleted it off of my console, and I restarted a new save file, and it worked. So I was able to get online. However, when I went to play online, I was not getting any matches. It was just like looking for one player. I'm looking for one player.
Just need one person.
5 minutes go by and nothing happens. 10 minutes, I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. So one of the trophies is to win a main event pay-per-view. And you have to, and to do that, that's against the computer. So and I need like 9,000 or 10,000 in-game currency coins to get in it, or have to get like 70 stars, and you can get maximum of 5 stars per match. So I was like, I'm just gonna use the money I already got, because they give you like 30,000 to start off with. Mm-hmm. So I bought my way into the pay-per-view, and I played the match. It was a one-on-one match, and I was able to win in like 5 minutes. And I was like, oh sweet. So you have to go through like 3 or 4 matches to get to the main event pay-per-view. And So I win that match. And I'm like, I wonder if this is part of the 50 matches. And so I look online. Yes, these pay-per-view wins are part of the 50 matches. So you can replay the one-on-one match over and over.
Oh my gosh!
You
just played it over and over again.
So I just turned on a podcast and I turned it on mute and I played for, I don't know, it's
5 hours.
Well, no. So I found out also you can throw them out of the ring and then just beat them up a little bit and then get back in the ring. Let the ref do their 10 count, and then I get a win. So I did that.
Cheese in the system.
I definitely did, and I got.
You are a master of platinum hunting.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I did not need you. However, if you need some help, I'm here because I still got some ways to go with that. With the trophies there.
Fair enough. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know when I'll get to it. I'll try to check it out here in the next couple weeks, but that was not the main reason that I, of course, did not get a lot of platinums. It actually was Old Faithful, my buddy, Dead Cells.
Of course it is, yeah.
I mean, is anyone surprised at this point?
I am shocked.
I know. So after this last week of
was it a Final Fantasy
anime
reference?
It was like anime reference in general.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or in this case, Avatar.
Yeah,
Avatar.
Avatar and Ong.
Sounds like you're being all like snobby and West Coast about it. Avatar.
Can you bring my Avatar to me?
I need a cup of Avatar, please. I'm very thirsty. So I was loving last week my new snowman outfit, Santa Claus outfit, and I finished unlocking all the rest of the blueprints and outfits and all that, minus the very difficult to get no-hit run against the final true secret ending boss, whatever. And then I discovered something. The game was actually in the patch, kind of the game's mechanics in the 5BC, 4BC hardest difficulty realms. They were kind of messed with a little bit and changed, and the game got a little harder because they messed with what's called the malaise. And pretty much malaise is Dead Cell's way of saying COVID. It's just a disease. It's the main reason that you're doing all that you're doing in Dead Cells. But they used to increase the malaise, which would then increase your damage when you got hit. Well, now they changed it to where as soon as you start the game, the malaise counter starts going up while you're in the level. And you can only get it to stop going up by killing enemies. And it'll take away a little bit, but it always moves faster towards the beginning. So I was getting through the first level and I already had, of my 10 notches with malaise, I would already have like 3 notches marked out. And that was when I was doing the level as fast as I could. And as soon as the malaise gets like to 2 or 3, random enemies start popping up. And then once it gets to 4 and 5, random enemies start turning into elites, which is the hardest version of an enemy. And they'll just like transform in front of you. And none of this has happened before. So I do my first like half a dozen runs and I'm dying in like the second level at like max. That's as far as I'm getting. And it wasn't until today, after a whole week of playing, that I was able to get to and beat the first boss. And then I got done with the first boss and I had 0 potions and like half my life. And I don't think I'm going to make it much further. So this game just went up another notch to make my 5BC run just a little harder. So, but I'm not complaining. I'm just, surprised that they did this. Those ornery little Motion Twin developers. I have bugs in front of me, sorry. Yeah, so that was kind of, the new thing going on with Dead Cells. I still love it, and I'll still keep going. I'm going to get that legit 5BC completion. With that, I just have one more thing to share, and that's an announcement. I just found out that I am going to be a single dad for 5 days in March.
Whoa!
My wife is going on a senior trip as a chaperone with her students.
Okay.
And so after all these years, I've decided that I am going to do a 24-hour Extra Life stream.
Oh, buddy.
Pew, 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 pew. That's
Nice.
right, folks. From March 19th to 20th, 9 p.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern the following day, I will be playing and platinuming a plethora a plethora of games.
Plethora.
A plethora with my best buds in life and gaming. There will be guests, prizes, laughter, conversations, prayer, all kinds of things. So please join me. What's that?
Tears
of joy, tears of pain.
wanting to go to sleep.
Yeah, wanting to just put myself out of my own misery on a pillow. But yeah, Pat, Marc, the GMG joiners, even some special podcasting guests that you may or may not know that I will not name yet may be joining me. And so over the next few weeks, we're going to be getting the word out, pushing things out to reach 100 subscribers on YouTube. I'm going to be trying to raise around $382 because my birthday is March 1982. And it's going to go to a hospital, some kid's hospital. I haven't decided yet, probably Cincinnati, somewhere near Cincinnati or Lynchburg. I mean, I guess there might be one in West Virginia, but I want to stick with the GMG family, so we'll see what happens.
Cool.
But yeah, it's going to be fun. I hope I survive the 24-hour stream because I've never done it before, and I heard it's bad for your health.
I'll be there with you for the last couple hours. I'll be there.
Appreciate it.
We'll play some Broforce. Maybe we'll play some WWE. Maybe we'll do
buddy.
some We Were There or We Were Here too.
We were here
together.
too.
We were somewhere.
We were here again. We don't know why.
Yeah. What kind of games do you have planned? Are you looking to get platinums during the stream?
I'm going to get some platinums. I'm not going to make a big deal out of getting as many platinums as I can. I'll probably play a few random silly platinum games, probably ones that I already know how to play, so then I can just talk with the chat and play the game, get the platinum.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I want to, like I said, I'm going to have guests on. I'm going to have you guys on chatting with me, and I really want to play games that we can do together, that we can play with the community. So it's going to range from Rocket League to Overwatch to Broforce. Most of the games are going to have some kind of multiplayer component to it. Mm-hmm. There may even be, much to my chagrin, but because a guest requested it, there may be a horror game in there that I may or may not have to wear adult diapers to play.
Do you have some?
We'll see. No, but I can buy some.
Okay.
I know where they are. I have a pharmacy right down the street, and I'm not ashamed to wear adult diapers.
Is that one of the prizes we win? You have to wear a diaper on stream.
That's right. Yeah, that's the prize.
I'm not
how's
watching.
that a prize?
I'm not watching.
Nobody's going to join for that. And there went half our subscribers. We went down to 50. Now we got to regain the next 50. So
Gross.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. There'll be more details coming out about that soon. Stay tuned.
Cool.
With that, we saved the best for last. Ronnie, the Rocket Man Johantis, out there somewhere in the space.
Hey, you skipped
What
somebody.
about
I did?
my chopped liver here?
You were only number 2.
Patrick already talked. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, Patrick. I love you.
I jumped in for WWE. However, that
You did.
is the
That's
big
all your update.
That is the
Bye.
big
Okay.
part of my update is the WWE.
My bad.
Patrick said some words. That's it.
I love you.
That's all he needs.
I worked a ton last week, and I didn't do much. I didn't do any gaming all week until Friday and Saturday. Really, I think Thursday night we played some Broforce with Chris the Rock.
Yeah, we did.
Me, you, and
he loved it, by the
Chris.
way. He commented on it later in the week.
Yeah, that was fun. It's always fun when you play Broforce for the first time with a newbie because it gets funny. So we did that on Thursday night, and then Friday night played some Apex with Justin and another one of his buddies. And I think we did that on Saturday night too. We got a few wins, so it was nice to get back into some Apex because I hadn't played in like a week. But the bulk of my gaming this past weekend was WWE 2K20. I think when I started on Friday night, I played a little bit of Friday night, but I played mostly on Saturday and Sunday. I had like 3 or 5 trophies out of like 52 to start the weekend. And as of last night, I have now 45 of the 52. So I just
a few.
Yeah, I just so they were all like the easy ones, like, hey, do this in a match, and you can get. I got like 5 trophies in a match, and then in another match you get 5 more trophies, just doing specific things. But the last few trophies are like the long game. I have to do the my career which is like the create a character and you go through their like Hall of Fame career. And what sucks about it is I've already played this on Xbox, and I didn't remember this because I was just playing it. I wanted to watch all the cutscenes. You can't skip any of these cutscenes, and these cutscenes are freaking long.
It's like watching a season of a TV show.
It's like 5-10 minutes long where I'm like, is this ever gonna end? And they do a cutscene for like, I don't know, 3-4 minutes, then it goes to a loading screen, comes back from loading, and more cutscene. And I'm like, geez. So this is it was a great way for me to just turn on a podcast or turn on a movie. I watched Independence Day while playing this freaking career mode.
That's impressive multitasking right there.
Yeah, well, it's not really multitasking because I was just sitting there, not skipping a cutscene and watching Independence Day. By the way, one of the greatest movies of all time. So I have to do that, and there's like 18 chapters. I'm on chapter 13 or 14 now, so I'm coming to the tail end of that. Then after that, I have to do they call it, like a universe. You can create your own rivalries and championships and pay-per-views and shows and things like that. I have to do a whole year of that, which is fine because you can simulate an entire year and get the trophy. But the other one was you have to win 50 of matches. So I have to play 50 universe matches, which I found out you could just turn on a second controller and just win easily that way. So I'll be able to boost that real quick. But the last one that I need to get is I play on easy because it's hard anyways. So because of if you don't reverse moves, you are gonna get killed. And you can't get back up.
Oh, no. You can get killed in this? I thought it was all fake. And it was like
wrestling
soap operas for guys.
Wrestling's not fake. It's real.
Yeah.
No, sorry, my friend.
It's totally real.
It's fake, like Long John Silver's. Totally fake.
Yeah, I play on easy because it's hard enough. And there's a tower. There's a Roman Reigns tower. And there's 16 matches that you go through for his career. Like the pivotal moments in his career. And it's on legendary difficulty, like the hardest difficulty. So I am doing that last. I am dreading going there because
I bet
I like playing on easy. I like or normal.
I hear you.
Whatever. So yeah, played that, and then I got Rogue Squadron on GameFly. I had like a $10 gift certificate, and there was a sale going on, and it ended up being like $6. And I was like, yeah, I kind of want to play this just because I had an okay time with it. But so I turned it on and played a couple missions. And after the first couple missions, I realized that I was playing on inverted controls.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
So I was like, huh. I got through the first 2 missions and played on inverted. So I was like, this why does it? My brain wants to go the other way, but I'm still going the way that I need to put the X-wing, and I'm like, I'm able to get through these levels by playing inverted. So I changed it to the normal controls, and I was having the same luck, just completing missions. So I felt like I'm like an ambidextrous pro gamer. I can play both inverted and normal.
You're amphibious?
Eat that, Chris McCracken.
Yeah,
Eat it.
That's right. Eat it, Chris McCracken. You know what that reminds me, Patrick?
What?
I totally forgot to mention this Guy's update. Sorry to just pedal it back, but
yeah.
I was in the eye of a storm, and I made it out without breaking a sweat. Eat that, Gabe Patillo, you beautiful singing chubby ninja. Yeah. Didn't see that coming, did you?
I did not see that coming either. How did you get into an eye of a storm?
I mean, it was tough, but I did
must be tough in Brazil.
I found a way.
It's always tough. It could always be tougher, though. You could be Tim Router, who has an autographed copy of the Bible.
Oh.
And also has hieroglyphics on his driver's license.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
It must be tough to read the driver's license as a cop.
That has
and
got to be
he
tough.
also remembers George Washington chopping down his Christmas tree. Just say.
Dang, that makes him old.
I forgot who I was supposed to roast.
Ed, you're cool.
Steve?
Nope, it's not Steve. It's
Ed Placencia.
Yeah, Ed, you're cool.
I got one for Ed. I really like this one. I forgot to tell you guys, the other day my wife made a dinner, and it was so good that at the end I was like, wow, no one could make this any better. Eat that, Ed, you Hello Fresh making Twitch streaming fella. I love you.
Yeah,
Oh,
but that is it for me. Ronnie,
Ooh,
what's
get
up?
the cleanup spot this week. So I started playing. I should say I'm still watching Billions. I'm in the 4th season. There's 5 total, so I think I'll probably have that finished next time we convene.
Nice.
It's a good show. I really enjoy it. Wouldn't have guessed that's one of those shows. I mean, it's a hedge fund manager and like an attorney general like going at each other for the most, like the first part of 3 seasons. But it's really good show. Not a show to watch with your kids. Not even close.
Noted.
Yeah. No, this is an adult show.
100%.
I did play a new game, and I might be a little hooked on it, actually.
Oh,
It's called Grounded.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
You started playing
You guys
that
have
last
heard
week.
of it?
Yeah.
So it's basically Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Like, you are very tiny. Ants are larger than you. You start out like in a backyard, and you have to do all these missions. You can make like all kinds of armor, and you can make your own shelter. It's like Ark almost in a way.
Yes, I see that for 100%.
Yeah, it is. Like you're making armor out of like materials you got to go gather and stuff like that. This game, so since the last time I mentioned the game, I've ran into like my first spiders.
Oh my
in the
gosh. Oh, that's scary.
There's there's a couple different kinds of spiders, but there's like an orb spider, which is, it's got like a red, or not a red, a yellow body on it. They're not that bad. Like, they're not horrible to take down, but they're big. The big ones, like the apex predator of the game, is the wolf spiders.
Oh, jeez.
They're big and they're really fast and they're scary. Like, it's terrifying.
Is there music that plays once a spider's coming
Yeah,
after
dude,
you?
it plays like, it's like a drum like hits or something, and then you're like,
Heart pumping.
the
You're
first
like,
one I
"I'm
ever
gonna die."
ran into was at night, and when they aggro onto you, all of their eyes are red.
Oh, yes.
And they just come plowing through like the blades of grass towards you. It's the scariest thing ever. And they kill you in one shot. So
I'm having
it's over
flashbacks. I'm having flashbacks to being in the Amazon jungle with my mission groups.
I will say we have to play this together.
Burn it with fire.
It is 4-player online. I have no idea if it's cross-platform.
It is only on Xbox.
All right, well, you guys have to play. Lucas is...
Yeah, I played
Root for you
when it first came out. I played with Arctic, and we played a pretty good bit of it. Maybe 10 or so hours. We built like a fort.
It's pretty intense.
And we built like little areas and where we could make our food and we could put supplies. Yeah, we got really into it, and I'll definitely jump back into it. It is way better with friends.
It really
than
is
by yourself.
It really is. I thought about starting a game by myself, but I've been playing co-op with Eric.
Yeah,
him and I have been playing, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. We were just exploring out in this backyard. As it turns out, there's a koi pond, which I didn't know was a koi pond because it looks like a massive lake with the size that you are. But I accidentally missed a lily and fell into the water, and this giant koi fish was just staring at me like this. I mean, it's like a great white shark. That's how big it is. But yeah, it's a lot of running into the wrong things. You just have to run. You just turn tail and run. Our strategy is just to run different ways. It's going to kill somebody. If you're both there, it's going to kill both of you. Like the wolf spiders, though, are that's the thing you have to really, really watch out for.
See, when we played, we're like, it's nighttime. We need to get back to our base and sleep. I was like, we are not going out at night because it is scary.
They make it to where you can sleep through the night, and it's really quick. So you wake up and it's morning. The spiders, all of them are more aggressive at night and out a lot further. So
yeah.
But I've been running at my base. We were building a base, and at some point, a wolf spider just I heard the sound, and before I could even turn around, he killed me. And he was all over us.
Yeah.
If you build a grass base, out of grass planks, Ants are constantly attacking your base, trying to steal all your stuff.
Yeah.
But it's really fun.
But you can when you kill those ants, if you're able to kill them, some of them are like more aggressive than others.
There are worker ants and there are soldier ants.
You got to make sure you kill them like individually. Like if there's a team of them, you got to get away. Up in your base or whatever.
We've just now made it to the point where like if there's just a bunch of worker ants after us, we can usually take care of them. Really, the key is just to have your base. Like if you're fighting them at your base, like you can just die and respawn like right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then just come back at it. It lets you like respawn with your weapon that you had in hand.
Nice. Yeah.
So you go like right back into battle.
And once you kill them, like you can take their like discards.
You get like ant parts.
Yeah, and you can make like ant like helmets and gear. Yeah. It's really fun.
If you make like the ant armor in this game, you can carry like 3 or 4 more planks. And you can also walk past ants, by the way. They won't bother you. Even the soldier ants. Like you can run past them if you're wearing the ant armor. Yeah.
Nice.
So it's really cool. But yeah, I've been really hooked, like totally hooked into that game.
Sweet.
Nice.
Nice.
It would be fun. It does give you an arachnophobia warning. I think I mentioned that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mark, I don't know if you're afraid of spiders. These will scare you no matter if you're afraid or not. Let's put it that way.
They're worse without when you turn off the arachnophobia mode. It's just like their bodies. It's worse.
You don't even want to be there at night in that game.
Nah, sleep it off.
I wonder what that game would be like in real VR. I bet you that would be nuts.
It'd be terrifying.
Yeah, terrifying.
Those spiders they are like ridiculous. Like, and they're so big and so fast. You can't outrun them. Like if a wolf spider's running like behind you, like you can't outrun him. So if he catches you and you can't like make an escape in a little area or something, like he's gonna kill you.
Yeah, and then you die and all your gear stays there, so you have to go find it.
Yeah, the worst part is when you play co-op with another player and they die, you have like 30 seconds where you can go over to them and like hold down and revive them. But what happens is if I get killed by this massive spider, I can still see around my body and the spider just stalks you. Like, so you can't get back to respawn like your buddy that you're playing with because the spider's literally just waiting by your body.
Yeah. So but you have to plan your attack. You're like, okay, let's go over here. By the time we get over there, it'll be like
you can get up on a perch and use like a bow and arrow and get them. It just takes like 20 arrows.
Yeah, but you got to plan. It's like a movie. Like, all right, you got to plan it out, and then when it starts getting dusk, you got to get back to your base. You have to.
I mean, Eric had to kill a couple of those. There's a few different kinds of beetles in this game. One of them are like stink bugs is one of the things in this game. You have to kill 3 of them for a mission. Mm-hmm. They're pretty tough. Like they'll tear you up if you fight them straight up. But we always do the whole one person is just a rodeo clown and the other person is shooting. Yeah, it works pretty good.
Divide and conquer.
Yeah, it works pretty good. Honestly, I'm not a transition ninja at all, though. That's all that happened. And we're talking celebrity fights tonight. Who's going to take who to the woodshed? That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking
And by woodshed, deathmatch.
It could be. Some of these
knock their socks off.
Some of these characters, it may be a deathmatch whether they like it or not.
When we talk about deathmatch, we're not actually thinking of real life deathmatch. We're thinking of claymation celebrity deathmatch. So
it's impossible not to think.
It's all for fun.
For everybody at home, Patrick's Zoom background is a celebrity deathmatch like set with the two announcers.
Got the commentators. Yep.
Yeah, it's solid. So yeah, celebrity fights. That's what it is. And we're back. All right,
That's
celebrity
right,
fights. So,
all right, lay it on us.
I looked at this in terms of not a death match, just like maybe like a UFC style fight. Really, like there's no rules really. Okay, just like a scrap,
like a Rocky V.
Like a Rocky V out in the streets against Tommy Gunn. Like that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got
all right.
a bunch of Discord celebrity fights, and some of them are awesome. A couple of them are better than the ones I came up with. So,
okay,
I didn't do like 2 people that would be a complete mismatch either. I tried to I want a good fight. Some of these are So the first person, you done messed up, AA Ron. He posted Tom Cruise versus Daniel Craig.
So we're not talking about these movie actors. We're talking about real people.
I figured since people were different ages, like in some cases, like we just set a baseline age. So like Tom Cruise versus Daniel Craig, who I have no clue who Daniel Craig is.
Daniel Craig is the new James Bond.
Okay, that's why I don't know who it is. So let's just say they're both 40 years old. 40-year-old Tom Cruise versus 40-year-old Daniel Craig.
I'm gonna have to go with Daniel Craig.
I also
think Tom Cruise is like a 5-foot twerp.
He's like 5'4", 5'5". I'm pretty
sure. Yeah, 4'11".
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
He could be scrappy. I think he could be scrappy. But
I don't know Daniel Craig, but if he's Bond, I mean, I feel like he's probably gonna wipe the floor.
Dude, he's the biggest Bond there is.
Okay.
Tom Cruise is crazy. Like Tom Cruise is willing to do all of his own stunts.
He is.
You're right. You're right.
It's true. I mean, the crazy factor is a big one.
It's a huge one.
It's a big
one. When you're trying to take someone to the woodshed, and this is a UFC fight, Tom Cruise.
No one can run or take a hit like Tom Cruise.
No, it's a straight up fight.
He's gonna lay him out.
I think. See, I still think Daniel Craig is gonna win. I really do. I think Tom Cruise would have a better fight against like Ben Stiller.
That would be a good matchup.
Ben Stiller, that's your...
I think so. I think he would have a better matchup.
Quite
really
the transition. I think that's
Ben
a little...
Stiller.
Oh, yeah. I think Ben Stiller and Tom Cruise are like brothers. I think
they did some sort of a skit. I can't remember if it was the MTV Movie Awards where Ben Stiller was pretending to be Tom Cruise. Right next to Tom Cruise.
See, they're brothers right there.
I think it was right around Mission Impossible 2 when it came out.
All right.
I'm going to have to check that out. But yeah, my vote is Daniel Craig. I think he's just so much bigger, stronger. I think he's in a different weight class than Tom Cruise.
Yeah, understood.
I mean, pretty much most men are in a different weight class than Tom Cruise.
I mean, Tom Cruise is a small
he
dude.
could take me out. I'm not saying that I could take him, but...
He doesn't
still bigger than he is.
In movies, he does not look like a small dude.
No,
they do that on purpose, though.
Yeah.
They do a good job at covering up his shortness.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with Tom Cruise.
All right.
I think
3-1.
I think he could pull it out.
Yep.
The crazy factor is important.
Yep, that's what I'm going.
Okay, so it's 3-1.
Yep, 3-1.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I understand that. It's all good.
And now we have 2 from...
Wait, hold on. Are we doing like his finishing move? Are we figuring out what his finishing move is against Tom Cruise?
Yeah, what do you think it is? Go ahead.
Ooh.
Daniel Craig.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I was.
Are we doing everybody's finishing move?
I wasn't ready. I just thought... I was gonna say a finishing move if I felt it like
we'll do finishing moves if it's an obvious finishing move.
It's 4-0.
4-0.
4-0.
It's like a fatality.
It's a GMG clean sweep.
Unanimous.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So Rogue Alpha had 2 matchups that are pretty solid. And this first one, I had Jason Momoa in one of mine, but his is better. He's got Jason Momoa versus The Rock.
Ooh.
Oh,
you want to talk about a heavyweight bout?
Man, that would be good.
Man. Are they both Samoans? Right?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Oh my gosh,
this will be.
They both got that like
fest.
chest tattattoo that just like.
They both look like they could lift up a car over their head.
They do.
Yeah, they could lift up Daniel Craig in one hand and Tom Cruise in the other hand.
Daniel Craig
versus... bash them together like King Kong or a gorilla or something.
Yeah, Daniel Craig versus Tom Cruise is like the undercard match. It's like before you get to the main event.
Yeah,
this
pretty much.
is the main event.
They're opening for the main event here.
Tom Cruise is what The Rock uses to pick stuff out of his teeth.
Yeah, he brushes his teeth with Tom Cruise every
Toothpick Cruise. Tom Pick Cruise.
I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say The Rock.
I'm going to... Yeah, you're going out on a limb. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's a pretty short limb.
I'm going to be on that same limb. I think The Rock, with his athletic pro wrestling background, I think he has the edge.
He also played college football.
Yeah, did Jason Momoa, is he just like huge?
He's just a freak.
Yeah.
Tell you what, you put an axe
Yeah.
in his hand though.
Oh, is he an axe?
we're using weapons?
I mean, if this was an axe fight, I
okay.
might take Jason Momoa then.
There's a video that he posted online where he was like just sitting there, he's at one of those places where you could like get out like alcohol or whatever. So he's just sitting there drinking a beer and just
it's like bowling lanes, but with axe throwing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I thought he just brought an axe to a
nailing it.
bar and just like that's what he does.
That's what he does. He just throws axes.
Like, you don't mess with that guy. You don't need an axe, Jason. You just keep it at home.
Moment of truth,
We're all
Lucas.
afraid of
Who do
you.
you got?
Well, I was going to say The Rock, but then Mark brought up the axe stuff, and I'm just like,
There's
well,
no axes
I
in
will
this.
Are we
in
doing?
this
Are
fight.
we doing weapons?
This is straight
no
fisticuffs.
No.
Yeah,
Here.
I will still say The Rock still has the upper hand.
Well, here, listen to me. Jason Momoa now is the size of The Rock 10 years ago. Therefore, The Rock easily. Because The Rock is stacked, and he is not like fake pumped up. He is like, he could destroy.
He doesn't
you
even
pumped
look
up.
like the same species as other people.
He's not. It's like he ate Vin Diesel, he ate Daniel. Like he ate these like beefed up guys, and he's just like the Megazord
carved out
of
He's the Megazord.
the Megazord of actors. It's just stacked. It's The Rock. It's a clean sweep, 4-0. So what's the finishing move?
Finishing moves people's elbow. I mean, come on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rock's dropping the people's
Not the
elbow.
rock bottom?
I mean, the people's elbow had so much more flair, I feel like.
Yeah, but it's not really a finishing move. He does that to set up the rock bottom, right?
I thought he did it afterwards.
No, so he does the spine buster, then pushes the arm in, does the people's elbow, gets him back up, and then does the rock bottom.
And then he does the twirly bird with a Megazord shuffle.
He does.
And
He
then
does.
he flicks him in the nose with his finger.
He does an eyebrow raise, and
Gives him a nosebleed.
Mo-
Oh, he has
Jason
to do an eyebrow
Momoa
raise.
faints.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's the finishing move.
It's terrified.
Yeah.
All right, so his
don't wanna
next
mess with
matchup is an odd one. I would have not paired these two together. This is Rogafa again. Jackie Chan versus Vin Diesel.
I saw this one.
Whoa, that's
I'm going to go out front here, and I'm going to say Jackie Chan is going to take Vin Diesel to the woodshed. I don't know how well Vin Diesel can fight, but I can imagine it's an American, slow, punching-only fight, and
Yeah, he's very much a straight brawler, but like Jackie Chan is a martial artist.
Jackie Chan's going to
Yeah.
just straight up Liu Kang on him.
he's gonna throw a fireball at him.
Yeah.
Like bicycle kick him across the room.
He's gonna turn into a dragon. That's his finishing move because Jackie Chan is gonna take Vin Diesel to the woodshed.
Can we just make it a clean sweep and then I have the finishing move?
Mark, what
Okay.
do you think?
No, I think it's Jackie Chan.
He's
I'm with
gonna-
you.
I didn't think anybody
Jackie
would pick
Chan?
He's definitely got the bulk over Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
But that's precisely where Jackie Chan would have the advantage.
more
because
area for him to hit.
He's a martial artist.
He'd use that against him. He'd use his own, just whatever, his own brawlerness against him. So
And dude's broken
Chan.
literally every bone in his body. So there's nothing you could do to him short of killing him that would, he could get past. So
yeah.
Lay it on us,
And his
Lucas. What is it?
Finishing move, Legend of the Drunken Master. He chugs a bunch of sake and just kind of like wobbles around, then gets a lighter out and blows flame on him and burns him.
That's way more intense than I thought it was going to.
I know, right?
victory.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's a fatality. You got
There's going to be some kind of neck
fatality.
snappage.
No, Jackie Chan's too like
He
he's,
brings a
he
Mortal
likes to make a
Kombat
show.
Arcade 2 cabinet right on top of him.
Have you guys seen Legend of the Drunken Master? Like the 90s classic?
can't say that.
No, but you need to I'm going to post some just the final fight. The things Jackie Chan does. I don't care if it's fake. He does his own stunts and his moves are like wow. It's incredible. So, yep.
All right. Isaac Alistic had two matchups, kind of. The first one is just Chuck Norris, and it says versus literally anyone else.
See, Chuck Norris in movies, yeah, he can beat anybody else. Chuck Norris in real life?
I feel like
mean,
Chuck Norris in
versus-
the movie should fight Steven Seagal
Ooh, okay.
as a
Chuck
weight
Norris
class fight.
versus Steven Seagal.
We're still keeping baseline 40, right?
Wait, are we doing real life?
We can do baseline
real life,
wherever
yeah.
we want, but let's say baseline. Let's say 50.
Oh yeah, Chuck Norris is still taking it.
I feel like Chuck. Well, does Chuck Norris really know how to fight in real life?
I don't feel like.
I mean,
don't know
first of
that
all,
he
you
does.
can't just
actually.
roundhouse like in an action
Everything.
flick. Like he knows something, but like Steven Seagal literally is like a martial artist.
Right, but have you seen Steven Seagal at 50?
That's true. You think he would have had a better
He's a
chance at
raisin.
40? If you think he would have had a better chance at 40, that should be our line.
Yeah.
I'm taking Chuck Norris still.
Let's see. I want to see
Not a
if
fan of the
Chuck,
ponytail.
I want to say he has
It's a weakness.
He sure does. Chuck Norris has he has a black belt.
Oh,
in,
there we go.
Oh, Chuck Norris,
Brazilian
100%.
Jiu-Jitsu, Tang Sudo, and Judo.
No, he
So-
can take down Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal just falls down.
I hope that
Seagal
Chuck
just
Norris, when he
falls
does
down.
it, is
Steven
dressed
Seagal.
like Walker
Man.
Texas Ranger.
You know what? Just to spite you and your hate against Chuck Norris, I'm going to go with Chuck Norris because. Or no, dang it, I ruined
All
that.
right, unanimous.
You talked
I take it
yourself
away.
into it.
Nope,
Just to go against you, I'm gonna go for you.
that's right. I tricked you. Shoot, rewind that. Just to go against you, I'm going for Steven Seagal.
All right, one
Yeah.
to Steven
How do
Seagal.
you think Steven Seagal is going to beat Chuck Norris?
With his monkey arms, like he's
Ponytail's
got
a
like
weakness,
such a
first of all.
longer. He's got a longer reach than Chuck Norris. He's a bigger guy. He's like calmer. I think he can win.
I think Chuck
I
Norris
will-
will just take out Steven Seagal's knees and then just roundhouse him as he falls.
No, this is not possible.
I will say Steven
His
Seagal.
knees are made of bionic
His
metal
knees are made of mush.
parts. that's not even a
I will
thing.
say,
He wouldn't be able to stand.
Steven Seagal actually has a black belt as well.
I think it was given
yeah,
to
he
him.
does.
It was an honorary black
Given
belt.
to him.
Well, the show has
Well, he
spoken,
was.
and Chuck Norris is taking Steven Seagal to the woodshed. 3-1.
All right.
I'm going to do a couple of quick fires here.
All right.
This next one's weird, but it's going to be a quick fire. Nicolas Cage versus Jim Carrey. That's Isaac Alistic's second one.
That's a great one.
Patrick,
Chuck
who do
Norris.
you got?
Oh, who was the first one?
Nicolas
Not Jim
Cage.
Carrey? Yeah, Nick Cage. 100%.
Mark?
Nick Cage is going to make Jim Carrey fold like a lawn chair.
Will be a yard sale out there.
Yeah, I would say Nicolas Cage.
Lucas?
Nobody's crazier than Nicolas Cage. Therefore, Nicolas
It's
Cage.
unanimous for me. Nicolas Cage is taking Jim Carrey to the woodshed.
all right. What's the
Yeah,
finishing
like
move?
He's going to get into his 1957 Shelby and just run him over.
Over and over again.
All right.
Yeah, like Jim Carrey is crazy to be funny.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage is crazy because he's crazy. So
He would knock out every one of them Fire Marshal Bill teeth.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Let me show you something.
Knock them right out. Let me show you something.
Moving on.
Up.
Bernabe has 3.
All right.
Quick fire. This was the one I was talking about earlier. This is a weird one. Christian Bale versus The Undertaker. I'll go on a limb here and say The Undertaker.
You
is
cannot
taking
beat The
Christian Bale to
Undertaker.
the woodshed.
Yeah, Undertaker is going to choke slam him to hell.
Mark, who do you got?
I guess the Undertaker has much more fighting experience, but I don't think Christian Bale would go out like a punk either.
I agree.
I mean, did you see how jacked he was in like Batman Begins and all that?
Did you see what he looked like
Undertaker
in The
wears like
Machinist?
100 more pounds. Also,
Well, yeah. The funny thing is that was right after either right after or right before Batman Begins. He did.
He was like 7 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Lucas.
Undertaker. I mean, he is
unanimous.
huge. Like,
Choke
he's
slam.
a large man.
Definitely
He
finisher.
knows what he's doing. He's fought all his life, and we don't even have to even it out with age.
Also, way scarier.
Undertaker would just,
Yeah.
yeah.
With the
Take
eyes.
him out.
rolling
Yeah,
back
he's
and
way
all that.
scarier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then he's got a 3-way fight coming up next here.
Oh, okay.
Triple threat.
Eric Bana whoever that is, versus Edward Norton versus Mark Ruffalo.
Oh,
all the Hulks.
All the Hulks.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Eric Bana, because he was also in Troy. He was jacked in Troy, right?
Yeah.
So
Which one was he in Troy? Which one's Eric Bana?
The guy who fell in love with the enemy's queen or something, right?
No, wasn't that Orlando
I think
Bloom?
that was Orlando Bloom.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Orlando Bloom. So he was the other guy?
Was he Hector?
Yes.
Shoot. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Orlando Bloom. I hated him for that.
I'm taking Eric Bana then too if he was Hector.
Eric
that's for
Bana.
sure.
Yeah.
Yep, he was Hector. Yeah, I would say Eric Bana for sure, because the other two, no.
It'd probably be a
Just
decent
no.
fight, the other two versus Eric Bana.
Yeah, that
Yes,
seems
I think,
like a
I think
more
so too.
seems like a more realistic thing. But see, I think Edward Norton's smart enough to do that, and he would work together with who's the newer guy? I'm blank.
Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, Mark Ruffalo. They would gang up on Bana, take him out, and then Norton would take out Eric.
Did you see? Have you seen?
Would take out
is
Mark
it-
Ruffalo.
Is it American History X? Edward
Oh
Norton.
yeah,
Yeah, he is insane.
he is.
So he could.
Edward Norton's pretty
Yeah.
insane. Like he, at least in movies, sometimes he comes across just as insane as Nicolas Cage. So I'm gonna give it to Edward Norton just because he's got the insane factor going.
Okay.
All
He'd
right.
just shave his. He'd shave it so his finishing move would. We can't do it, but I'm gonna do it anyways. He'd shave his head.
And curb stomp him.
Exactly. I was like, should I say it? Thank you, Patrick.
All right, next one. I don't know either of these people, so hopefully you guys do. Margot Robbie
Margot Robbie. She
Margot
is,
Robbie?
Margot Robbie.
Harley
Harley
Quinn.
versus
Harley Quinn.
Gal Gadot or Godot.
Gal
Gadot,
Gadot.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder
Wonder
Woman.
Woman.
Gal Gadot is Israeli trained military. She wins.
Yeah.
That's
There's
easy.
no contest
Sorry.
there.
Wait, she is military trained?
Yeah,
Yeah, she
Gal
was in
Gadot
the
is.
Israeli army.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
I did not know that.
That sounds way tougher.
Whoa. Sorry, Margot, but
What
yeah.
do you got, Margot? I went to camp once where they had some fighting self-defense classes.
I killed a spider once.
Oh my goodness!
All right. This is going to be a
Yes,
tough
exactly
quickfire
that,
for
but
us.
with
The Rock
Wait,
versus
hold on.
Jet Li.
What was it? Gal Gadot? What's her finishing move?
Oh, this is true.
Yeah.
The Israeli uppercut
I love it. I love it.
slams her right against the wailing wall. Dead.
Good.
All right, our next quickfire is The Rock versus Jet Li.
Oh, The Rock is back.
He's back.
Oh. Yeah,
and fighting another martial artist.
Cool. I'm still going with The Rock. That's a
I don't think
a
Jet Li could
sizable
do
difference
anything
in size.
to the muscle mass of The Rock. I
Yeah.
don't think.
Part of me thinks
Jet
that he
Li-
would be able to climb up his back and just choke him out, but
See, I think
The Rock's also fast.
I think Jet Li would put up a fight, but in the end, The Rock is really going to take him to the woodshed.
Mark, you agree?
Yeah. Ultimately, I don't think Jet Li would be able to take down the muscle.
You can always tell when Mark doesn't want to say it. He doesn't want to say it. He wants Jet Li.
he doesn't. He wants Jet Li to win.
I'm just staring at the facts.
Lucas.
So in reality, I think we need a better opponent for The Rock.
I don't
Has
know
he
if there was
already how long's it been since he fought Jason Momoa? Is it like 30 minutes later? Then I think Jet Li could have a chance.
Oh,
one. Nah,
Or is
nope.
he-
These
is
are
it-
once in a lifetime fights.
He's gotta be
In
fresh.
that universe, they only fight once.
Oh,
it's
there
a
can only
multiverse.
the one. Yeah, it's hard to
Okay.
go against The Rock. I'm going to go with The Rock.
All right, we've already determined his finishing move is everything.
Is everything?
the people's elbow, the rock bottom,
Everything that he does.
and the
I
eyebrow
think
raise.
I'm going to make up a move for another finishing move for The Rock. It's called the Jumanji Jackhammer. And he just picks up the little man and just slams him on the ground up, just over and
Like
over
the
again.
Hulk.
Like the
Yeah,
Hulk does the
until
Loki.
he's planted him like a seed and a Jet Li tree grows out of it. The end.
You know who would be a good matchup for The Rock?
Don't cry.
Is Bautista.
Oh yeah,
Did they,
wouldn't be a bad
did
idea.
they ever fight in wrestling?
Drax
know.
versus
I'm gonna look it up.
He's big, though.
Jumanji.
He is big.
Yeah, Batista he's a big dude.
Well, while you're looking it up, Pat, next quick fire. Statham versus Uma Thurman. And this is the transporter Statham versus the Kill Bill Uma Thurman.
Well, we're still talking about real
actor.
life, so
Yeah.
I don't feel like Jason would put up a fight.
You just get beat up?
I think because he's a good upstanding guy.
Gentleman.
Yeah.
He's a British
I think
gentleman.
Uma Thurman will take advantage of that and take him to the woodshed.
Yeah.
I'm going to Statham.
Right. Oh. Not going to be a gentleman, huh?
Nope. Why start now?
This is difficult.
Why start?
I don't know. I don't know either of their backgrounds. I don't think Uma's had much fighting experience other than, I guess, training for Kill Bill.
Yeah, and she used a sword most of the time. Like the most martial artist thing she did was the 5-finger death waggle.
I mean, Statham goes into a room and just dismantles 5 people that have guns, and he doesn't even have a gun.
Yeah, that's true. I'll go with Statham too. You convinced me. I mean, I'm gonna pretend it's in a world where the gentleman's not a gentleman. I don't know, where it's like, you know what, I'm just gonna fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Statham.
Moving on.
Wait, I want to do a follow-up question. Since we did a girl versus guy matchup, how about Clint Eastwood versus Betty White?
Dude, Betty White. That's tough. She's tough.
Come on now.
You just don't mess with Betty White. Clint would walk off.
I think, in all fairness, in this, we can say those are 2 respectable enough people where they would just not do it.
You really think? I think Betty White, if she just felt like, you know what, I'm going to show you. I get to see her.
I think maybe Betty White would be willing to fight. Clint Eastwood would not be.
She's 99 years old. She has nothing to lose. She's like, you know what? For the people. It's like gladiator style.
All right, so this next one, I'm going to cancel the quick fire because this deserves a discussion.
Because we haven't been discussing the others.
Well, this deserves more of a discussion. I think you'll agree.
It's going to be more.
This is an age-old classic here.
Let's hear it. Tale as old as time.
Arnold Schwarzenegger against Sylvester Stallone.
There it is.
I want this discussion to be at peak physical ability.
Oh, gosh. See, if you do peak physical ability, it might be a no-brainer.
I think it's Arnold no matter what stage of their lives they're in.
Yeah, to me, it's Arnold.
Dude
was Mr. Universe.
I mean,
Stallone, though, in the Rambo movies, he was cut up.
He would not go out like a punk. He would not
in those movies.
Yeah, but Arnold was Mr. Universe.
Pat, you think there's any chance for Stallone on that?
I think Stallone's going to win. I think he has that boxing background.
And are they going to be boxing?
None of those punches even landed.
Yeah, I think Arnold Schwarzenegger is just a big guy.
He's at least twice the size of Sylvester Stallone.
No way.
Situation.
Way.
Dude, I mean, I feel like at their peak, Arnold was massive.
What age are we talking about here?
We're talking about peak physical condition.
When they were at their best.
I don't know if I've ever seen arms that were bigger than arms.
No, The Rock.
All right, fine. The Rock wins.
Just comes in and cleans
It's The Rock with a chair!
3-peat.
No, I think Sylvester Stallone still. I think he is way quicker, faster, and yes, Arnold Schwarzenegger may be a little bit bigger. He's not twice the size of him.
I mean, I'm gonna have to look up the stats on that. We're coming back.
No. But I'm going to go with Sylvester Stallone. But speaking of stats, the Batista versus The Rock never happened.
Really?
The only time that he got into a squabble was Batista powerbombed The Rock, stood over him, and walked out the ring. That was the only time they ever fought.
Mm.
But I will say, The Rock, when he wrestled, much smaller than The Rock now.
True.
He is pumped now. All right, back to quickfire. This is a good one. This is the Tim Pollen. Thank you for your questions. Chris the Rock, Bernabe, Isaac Allistic, Rogue Hoffa. Now we're going back to Lord Zukor, who is Nate, I think.
Yes.
Yep.
I did remember that.
Hi, Nate.
I like how you said it, Lord Zukor.
Zukor.
What's it?
I
What is
liked
it?
I don't know. I've always said
I don't know.
Zukor.
I've always said Zuker.
Zukor. I like
Zucker?
I like,
Zucker.
At one point, I said Zuko accidentally.
Lord Zuko.
like Danny Zuko from Greece. All right, here we go. Quickfire. Pat Sajak versus Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
Oh, yeah.
Steve Harvey all the
Take
way.
him to the
I
woodshed.
feel like Steve Harvey's taking him to the woodshed, too.
I'd love to
him
see
and
that,
mustache.
though. That'd be hilarious.
out.
Okay, so of all the, I guess, the game show hosts, would Steve Harvey beat them all? Is there anyone that could stand up to
He's
Steve
massive, though. I mean, he's a giant human being.
So I'm going to just say this. I know RIP to our Jeopardy guru, Alex Trebek. But I have a feeling that Alex Trebek was like almost like Spock, from Star Trek, where he didn't really like muscle anything. But if you try to mess with him, he would do like this Vulcan death grip on you and just like pinch something, a nerve, and just
So you think he's
take
like
out
Mr. Miyagi
your
of
body.
game shows?
Yeah, exactly. And
I
I
always
think
thought-
Alex Trebek would do that.
I always thought that Alex Trebek was just like had that natural just strength. He looked like he would just move people.
Yeah.
He just had that presence.
But he's so calm.
All those
and he
old
has so
guys
much
look
knowledge.
tough as could be, like Bob Barker. Like even
He was a
through those
twig.
jabs in Happy
He
Gilmore,
was a
you're like,
twig.
We know.
Man,
we know from
he'd
Happy
probably take
Gilmore.
me to the woodshed. Yeah, I think it's unanimous. Steve Harvey. Are we all in agreement?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pat.
Next one.
No. I agreed with Steve Harvey.
Yeah,
Just
we
throwing
all.
a jab in there.
What?
Why would you say sorry, Pat?
Oh, because he's.
Oh,
no,
Pat
sorry, Pat
Sajak.
Sajak. No.
Oh my
other
gosh! I
Pat.
thought it was
The other
me.
white
I was like,
Pat.
what?
I was totally
Is this
confused why you were confused. I was like, wait, did I say the wrong name again?
We're
Dang
confused
it.
together.
Next up on this quickfire is Jimmy Fallon versus Conan O'Brien. Two guys that you could pair them up against anybody on this list. They probably would lose together.
Conan O'Brien.
Does anyone win in this?
Conan
match?
O'Brien is like 7 feet tall.
I feel like Conan
He
O'Brien
has
probably would
a
win.
longer
also.
reach. He would win. He's
Yeah.
crazy too. Jimmy Fallon's kind of crazy.
He's
but
too nice.
No, he's
Yeah,
really
I think
nice.
Jimmy Fallon's way too nice.
Yeah.
So,
I
yeah,
think they would
Conan
they would laugh and like make jokes, and then one would just start going, and then Conan would end it.
Yeah, Conan O'Brien's got a mean stare.
Yeah, his fatality
That's all-
is
I mean, that's
Irish
all he's got.
jig.
It's all
Irish
it's
jig
all about
on
the hair,
face.
man.
Oh yeah, he's got the hair.
a hair battle.
Irish jig on the face is the fatality. This right
He
there.
seems like an uppercut
Okay.
kind of guy to me.
You think? Yeah, I mean, he's super
Uppercut him.
tall. So what's
Uppercut
that
him
like
to
a
the
low
ground
cut
and
for
then
him?
do it,
Yeah.
and then do the jig.
He
So
lays
next
on
up-
the ground and then punches in the air.
Next up on this card is the last one from Discord. Billy D. Williams versus William Shatner.
In their prime,
Gosh.
We can make the line wherever we want it. Who's Billy D.
Billy-
Williams?
I mean, this is Star Wars versus
Lando
Star Trek.
Calrissian, right?
Lando Calrissian.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Lando.
Versus,
I'm going with Lando.
There's something on the wing.
Yeah.
Something.
There's something.
I feel like Shatner
Wait,
would get,
hold on.
I feel like
Was
Shatner would
William-
get destroyed in this.
Was
Yeah,
William
I
Shatner
agree.
anything in he was in Star Trek? Did he fight at all?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
fought.
I don't know. I'm not.
Granted, it was the 60s, and he was
It was like,
the choreography.
Oh
was
yeah,
very
get over
good.
here. Yeah.
yeah, see? What are you doing here?
I'll have
Spock.
to pull up this one particular fight.
What are you doing over there, Spock? Get over here. Let's slap this guy around.
Okay, it's
See.
not the 30s.
And do we,
Pat started it. Pat Sajak.
Mark? Do we have somebody on Twitter? Did you say?
Yep. I guess I'm gonna quick fire these as much as we can. Quick fire.
All right.
Well, we kind of touched on. He did Jackie Chan versus Chuck
It's a
Norris.
quick answer
Jackie
then.
Chan.
Jackie Chan.
Yep. Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan. Yeah.
He's taking him to the woodshed.
Yep.
I love this next one.
Lucas, what you
God,
think?
I love this next
I
one.
already said it, but Jackie Chan again. I get 2
Oh, I didn't
votes.
catch it.
He's-
All right.
He is taking
Unanimous,
him.
5
he
votes.
He is taking him to the hot spring.
He
And
is
just
gonna
like-
just do a flying kick straight through his chest.
I thought that was gonna be a little more elaborate. A
No,
flying
no.
monkey dragon. Nope, just flying.
No, yeah, just he doesn't need anything crazy. He's got another fight to fight.
Abraham Lincoln versus George
This is
Washington.
good. This is good, man.
I like this.
This is real good.
I feel like they did something like this on Celebrity
They probably
Deathmatch.
have fun
probably
on
did.
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Abraham Lincoln was what, 7 feet tall or something crazy
I
like
think
that?
it was
Yeah.
8 feet.
Some ridiculous thing.
8 feet.
Yeah, but he was lanky, so he could. I don't know if he would have anything behind his punches.
I mean, he came from a farm, though. I mean,
Yeah, did he?
I think so.
Yeah, George Washington chopped cherry tree.
Yeah, he's known for chopping the
Yeah,
trees
you
down.
can't
I
go
don't
up
know.
against that. Chopping cherry trees.
I'm taking Lincoln.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, I still am going to go with
Lincoln.
I'm gonna go with G-Dub.
I think Lincoln's
Yeah.
pushing that jab, man. All fight.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with-
George Washington just needs to get close.
Split
Yeah, maybe
decision.
he can use his
GW.
wooden teeth.
George Washington. Yeah,
This
tossing them
isn't
wooden
like this
teeth
isn't
at
a
him.
beauty pageant. What is this?
The best part of that match, though, anytime either of them would land a punch, you would immediately hear an eagle cry. Because America.
That's right.
It's definitely the most patriotic fight we have.
Bruno Mars versus Justin Timberlake.
Oh, JT's taking him to the woodshed. Say it right now.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know either. I don't know. Maybe.
That's my Justin Timberlake.
I don't know.
Yeah. JT has athletic, choreographed dance moves. He's like
Technically,
Eddie
Bruno
Gordo.
Mars does too, though.
Yeah, he does too.
I don't know who Bruno Mars is.
I'm saying JT anyways.
What'd you say, Mark?
I said that's sad.
No, but who did you pick?
You would know some of his songs probably just by being alive
probably.
in the world.
Good job
I've
being
probably
alive.
heard all of his songs. I just don't know it.
Yep, like Uptown Funk.
Oh, I've heard that
Yeah,
one.
it's a solid song.
That one's in Sackboy.
Locked Out of Heaven. You make me feel like I'm locked out of heaven.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got a lot of bangers.
I do know his voice, but what does he look like? Does he have
He
is
looks
he
small.
stacked? Is he like The
No,
Rock?
he looks small.
Or Jet Li? Or
He looks very comparable, in my opinion.
I think JT's bigger physically.
Yeah, probably. Bruno Mars looks very comparable to a younger Michael Jackson, like early 80s Michael Jackson.
yeah, JT, 100%.
And in fact, Bruno Mars does an incredible Michael Jackson
Now,
impression.
does Bruno Mars have like a secret black belt like Steven Seagal does?
What that
I
is?
don't
That his
know.
grandma gave to him.
Here's your black belt,
Sonny.
That is a dress belt, Bruno. That's not a karate gi belt.
So 2 for JT. Lucas?
I'm gonna go with JT.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go with
Unanimous.
Yeah, I got his. I
Right.
got his finishing move. You ready?
It's got to be
Okay.
some kind of
Sign him
sexy
up for
dance.
MySpace. He's gonna sign him up for MySpace and banish him there forever. Can't do anything else.
Yeah, you're dead after that. If you can't get into MySpace,
stuck in
might
there.
as well just die.
It's like getting
From what I can tell, Bruno Mars does not have a black belt.
Did you look at it?
I googled the two words together and it did not show anything.
And all it said was no.
No. Did you
Ask
mean
Alexa
Steven
if Bruno
Seagal?
Alexa, does Bruno Mars have a black belt?
Here's something I found on the web. According to G.com, in 2008, he became an IBJJ black belt world silver medalist when he lost the final to Sergio Moraes.
I don't know if that's the same Bruno Mars because he said he almost got a black belt against a guy named Sergio.
pretty sure
We're
that's
not-
not
What
the
was he
same guy.
stealing it off? Was he robbing him off the street? Like he almost got it from him, then he got arrested.
Yeah, yeah.
That
He
doesn't make
stole
sense.
a black belt. He's a thief.
Fake
He
news.
should die.
Unanimous JT?
JT.
Send him to the MySpace
It's
zone.
harsh here in
Forever. It
the
is.
woodshed world.
It is harsh.
So the next one up, Shaquille O'Neal versus Charles Barkley. Age-old matchup.
Yeah,
Yep,
Shaq Diesel for sure.
Shaq Diesel, baby.
Shaqtus.
Shaq for sure.
Yeah,
Shaq
that's
for
his
sure.
finishing move too. He's going to turn into a Shaqtus and then needle him.
I feel like he's just going to hammer him into the ground like a spike.
No, he's
that
going to
works.
turn him into a ball and slam dunk him.
Next
Yeah.
up on our quick fire matchup, Bill Gates versus Elon Musk.
I think Elon Musk has every.
He has a black belt.
I don't
Every
even if he
area-
doesn't, like Bill Gates does not look like a fighter.
No.
No.
He doesn't look like
Not
he
even
would
a little
take
bit.
anybody to the woodshed.
He does not look like he's been in any fight ever that he was ever won.
I say Elon Musk.
So before we got on the show, I had a couple of requests. The first one was Patrick for a athlete matchup. What did you bring to the table?
I got Bo Jackson versus Dennis Rodman.
Oh, man.
I'm going to go ahead and say Dennis Rodman because Dennis Rodman is going to fight dirtier than anybody
That's true.
else would.
Have you ever seen Bo Jackson break a bat over his knee?
Well, yeah,
Or his he-
but
or
that
his
was
head.
like 30 years
You
ago.
see him run up
In
a
there-
wall in center field?
So hold on, whoa.
Like a spider?
So are we doing it
Whoa,
in their
wait,
prime or
hey,
now?
Whoa.
It should
whoa.
be-
Bo
it
Jackson
should-
now versus
I mean, Bo Jackson now. How old is Bo Jackson? Like 1,000?
he's still. I know. I think they're like in their 60s now.
That
I
is
don't know.
not how
we're still
time
going with
works.
prime.
Yeah.
In their
Are we
prime.
still priming it?
We'll say
Is that
prime
how-
physical condition.
All right.
I'm taking
Bo.
Bo Jackson. I think Rodman's
here's the
dirty,
problem.
but Bo
Rodman
Jackson was
is
a freak
dirty.
of nature.
Here's
Sure
the
is.
problem. I have no idea who Bo Jackson is.
Well, you have to go with Rodman then.
He was the running back for
Oakland.
For Oakland, yes.
Yeah, Raiders.
And he was also on the what team was it? The L.A.
I actually don't remember who he played for in the
Kansas City
I thought he-
Royals.
Yeah, it was the Royals.
Yeah.
he played
Yeah,
both
so-
sports, Mark.
He
well,
played both sports.
Played both of them very
Does
well.
that help, Mark?
And
Does that help you?
Maybe.
he was one of the
He's
best.
very versatile.
Yeah, he was one of him and like Deion Sanders, one of the only people that played both sports,
Played them both well. There was a lot of people who
NFL
tried.
Yeah.
and Major League Baseball.
Well, not knowing who he is, I think I'm actually,
Look,
based on the information you just gave me, I'm going to go with Bo Jackson.
yeah,
All right. I'll make it
I'm gonna-
unanimous. You swung me over. I'll go
yes. Bo
Bo knows.
knows.
Bo knows he does.
Yep.
And I mean, the finishing move is he's going to break Rodman over his knee.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly.
I would break you.
All right. Was that the only one?
Yes. Was I supposed to bring another one?
No.
Oh.
Just making sure.
It was a test.
I bet at least a $20 bill that somebody did bring more than one. No.
Some honorary mentions.
$20 is on the way
And
to
he
you,
will go
Ronnie,
last.
right
He will go last for breaking the rules.
now. That's fine. I can go last.
Mark, you are to bring some musicians to fight against each other. Who did you bring?
I've got. Funny thing is, I've got two.
There we go. $40.
$20.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's my
$40
boy.
richer. All right.
Yeah. But I'm sure Lucas still has way more. But so the two that I brought, we actually kind of touched on them both a little bit, but Michael Jackson in his prime versus Bruno Mars.
I think Michael
Justin
Jackson.
Timberlake.
I think Michael Jackson's taking it to the
Justin
woodshed.
Timberlake. I saw that coming.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what do you call Michael Jackson in his prime? Because he was awesome for like 20 years.
It's not going to be a great fight. Let's put it that way. This
So
will be an
from
opening matchup.
we're talking early 80s to early 90s, even when he, was dealing with the vitiligo and all that. He still that was his absolute prime as a solo artist.
I'm gonna have to look up what Bruno Mars looks like.
I'm taking Michael Jackson.
Yeah, me too. He's the king of pop.
Seems faster.
He's got it. Yeah.
You
And
just dance around the ring. You couldn't even touch him.
And he has way better fatalities than Bruno Mars.
Agreed. I have one in particular
Yeah.
that I think I can think of. So while Pat
Yeah,
is looking up Bruno
he
Mars,
looks just as skinny as Michael Jackson. So I'm gonna go with Michael Jackson.
Michael
Yeah.
to the woodshed.
I would go with Michael Jackson as well over just they're both very talented, extremely talented, but Michael Jackson
Talented fighters?
is just like a
Probably
whole
not.
other. What's that?
Talented
No.
fighters.
I'd go out on a
Remember,
limb and
Bruno
say no.
Mars stole his black belt. He didn't even earn it.
All right,
Michael
so
Jackson has it.
Michael Jackson is unanimous.
That's amazing
Yeah.
that Bruno Mars
Yes.
came up twice during this show.
Do you think he'll like take him to the moon and moonwalk
Mark,
on him?
what's the finishing move, Mark?
So basically, he's gonna moonwalk back and forth super fast all over Bruno Mars's body, like laying on the floor.
Okay.
And then if you've ever seen Michael Jackson do that one move where he gets on his real tiptoes, like and does like this, he would do that like right across his neck.
Oh gosh, does he have like blades on the front of his shoes?
No, this is fisticuffs only.
Oh man, Michael Jackson's dirty. He's a dirty fighter. He brought it out for the finishing move only.
Shank.
Yep, I got real graphic with it.
Yep.
What else you got, Mark? Who else?
Lady Gaga versus Madonna.
Ooh.
In their prime.
In their prime.
I'm gonna go. With
They
Madonna.
both seem actually like they could be both pretty tough. Like,
yeah, I think so.
Is
too.
Madonna wearing her '80s cones?
I'm gonna rule no because it seems like a weapon.
Yep.
No, it's an outfit. It's her
cheat.
fighting outfit.
That's a cheat.
I'm gonna go with Madonna because I think she's always been fit. Always. I think she's always had that fitness to her. So I think she's gonna take Lady Gaga to the woodshed for sure.
I'm in agreement.
Yeah, I would say Madonna.
Yeah, me too.
So
With or
does
without
she-
the cones, it doesn't matter.
So does she just do a chest bump with the
I
cones?
don't need those
finishing
stinking
move?
cones.
Huh?
Chest bump with the cones, finishing move.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with that as well.
Chest bump with the cones.
Instant death.
It's very graphic. I was thinking that, or either she vogues her into a square, just Vogue, and then just forms her into just a square body, and it's just like
It's almost
her up.
like she's being
that's way better.
squared
I love
into
it.
the Phantom Zone.
Exactly.
Like in Superman.
Yep.
Love it.
All right, and we move on to Lucas, who is bringing maybe Disney characters against Disney characters, but I said Disney versus Pixar.
You did,
Add in a
and I
little
love
spice.
you for it. Disney versus Pixar was a great ask, and my wife and I had fun talking about this. We came up with.
I love that you guys had this discussion.
Oh, we did. It was like over the dinner table, and then after dinner, we put the kids to bed, and Mindy's like, "What about this guy and this one?" And
She's
I'm
still on it. Love it.
Yes, I love it. And each one she did, it got better, and then right at the end, here it is. I also, like Mark, I had a girl versus girl fight and a guy versus guy fight. So the first one is Mulan versus Merida from Brave. So you got the arrows and the quickness with Mulan's sword and armor and stuff.
So I thought this was fisticuffs.
Okay, well, I changed the rules because I can. It was my question.
I'm gonna.
So
say
we're allowing
Mulan
weapons
with
in this
swords.
fight.
Okay.
Yes, because they're animated. They're not real.
I like Mulan.
I think Mulan takes her to the woodshed.
Yeah, I would say Mulan.
All right, I'm going to say Merida because I think she's going to start talking to her and they're going to have a girl chat and Mulan's not going to understand what she's saying because she doesn't understand that accent.
That is an
And then
illogical
Merida-
ending to this.
And then Merida shoots her with an arrow.
Wait, they're having a talk before this fight?
Yeah, that's how girls
Talking
do
about
it.
having to change our fate.
That's right, exactly. Mulan
No,
will get
no,
confused.
Mulan will make a man out of Merida.
That doesn't make any
I don't know what that
sense.
means,
What does that mean?
Starts out, she's like, "Let's get down." to
That's not very Disney. That is not a Disney answer. I can see
Left
it both
turn.
ways, but yeah. I'm going with Merida.
Okay.
Represent my Irish heritage. All right, the next one is Hercules versus...
Wait, is she
Mount-
Irish?
What?
She's Scottish, isn't she?
You're Scottish.
No.
All right, you might be right. I might be getting my...
No.
What was that?
I was about to do an Irish accent.
That was very anime.
Started to take the leap and was like, "No."
Shut it down. Just shut it down.
I totally blanked.
It just ended up being a sound.
I don't know what to say from
That's
here.
how Irish
An
people
Irish
sound.
Final Fantasy.
What did I do? I don't know what to say. No. Okay. All right. Here's the next one. Hercules versus Maui.
Hercules.
Just to have you know, Ronnie, Maui is voiced by The Rock.
It's still Hercules. If it was The Rock, I would say The Rock, though.
I'm going to go with... Okay, so does Maui have his like little sword thing?
He has his fish hook.
Yep, Maui. Maui is
That's part of him.
Yeah, Maui is a god, right?
Shape-shifting demigod. I mean, they're both demigods.
Yeah, I was going to say they're both.
Yeah.
Look at some of the creatures Hercules took down. You don't think he could take Maui down?
Yeah, I mean,
But he can change it at will.
Here.
Like Hercules had to go one by one and defeat those creatures, but Maui can change. I kind of feel like his shape-shifting would outsmart Hercules. They're both really strong, but I think Maui's shape-shifting would give him the upper hand.
Yeah, but did Hercules take down like a
split decision
8-headed snake or something? Like
it's 3-headed, I think. Yeah, it was a Hydra.
I mean, it was, and then it turned into like 50 heads, and he got lucky.
Whoa, he got lucky. How did he get? I've never seen the movie. How did he get lucky?
He didn't.
He slammed a wall, and it happened to cause like a cave in and made all the rocks fall on top of the multi-headed thing, Hydra.
Still counts.
Still beat it
with his bare fist. All right, fine. Hercules wins.
Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
Yeah, I think luck will be on Hercules' side. I changed my vote.
Oh, all right. Hercules will win.
Hercules.
All right,
little Hercules.
So I brought in some actors, one of which got taken, which was Arnold against Sylvester. So we'll leave that one out. We have 4 matches that I think are going to be pretty good.
Okay.
The first one, Anthony Hopkins versus Jack Nicholson.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm going to go with Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson. I think he is crazy. Crazier than Anthony Hopkins.
But Hannibal.
Nah, we're talking to real people here.
I'm actually going with Anthony Hopkins. I think this is a crazy person fight.
It is.
It is. Crazy man fight. Crazy old man fight.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jack Nick.
I think I'm going to go with Jack Nicholson, too.
All right.
I think Anthony Hopkins played a crazy guy in, Hannibal and Silence of the Lambs, but he's a gentleman, more so than Jack Nicholson.
He is a gentleman. But, I mean, you feel like you get in the ring with somebody gentlemanly.
He's got a dark side.
Yeah.
He could.
These guys both have dark sides, I feel like. But, truly, Jack Nicholson, probably crazy in real life also.
Yeah, his is more clearly on display.
But I could see Anthony Hopkins knowing, like you're kind of alluding to, him knowing some kind of, like, chokehold or, I don't know, something that Jack Nicholson would be like, oh, I'm going to get you. And then he just...
You ever see that movie, The Edge, where they're out in the... it's with him and one of the Baldwins, I think. They fight that bear out in the woods. Has anybody ever seen that? It's a good movie if you haven't. It's called The Edge.
I don't remember.
All right. So Jack Nicholson takes the victory here. Next up, another couple of old classics. Gene Hackman versus Robert Duvall.
I'm gonna go with Robert Duvall.
I am also taking Robert Duvall.
I think this is going to be a good fight.
If you ever seen Open Range, I feel like you're taking Robert Duvall.
Robert Duvall is just...
I mean, is he going to get a gun?
No.
Are we doing the weapons again?
No.
I'm saying
it's fisticuffs.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Gene Hackman.
All my fights are fisticuffs. There's no weapons involved.
I think that weight advantage... Robert Duvall's a small guy from what I can remember from his movies. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Huh. He's a smaller guy. He's not... I don't know if he's Tom Cruise, like 4'11" small, but... Yeah. I'm going to go with Gene. Gene's a tall, big dude. I think he could...
We got a split decision.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is that our first split decision?
No.
Probably
I don't
not.
think so. All right, next up. You guys are going to love this one. Kevin Costner versus Harrison Ford.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
I'm taking Kevin Costner. It wasn't... I was trying to find a suitable person for Kevin Costner because my mentality was just, who's Kevin Costner taking to the woodshed? As much as I hate it, it's Harrison Ford.
What has Kevin Costner done that makes you think he's going to take him to the woodshed?
Yeah,
Robin
Robin
Hood?
Hood, Men of Thieves.
I mean, he had to have bow and arrow to win.
I mean, Harrison Ford was also Han Solo in Indiana Jones.
Yeah, lasers beat
this
bows
is
and arrows
true.
any day. Laser guns.
I looked at it from a toughness standpoint. I feel like Kevin Costner would out tough Harrison Ford.
I think you're right. I think Kevin Costner, as much as I want Harrison Ford to win this fight, he is the
I
underdog.
feel like Kevin
here.
Costner's that old school tough.
Yeah. Kevin Costner's the favorite here.
You don't think
I'm going
Harrison
Kevin
Ford's
Costner.
got the old school tough going? I feel like
I-
he does. Like from the
I
80s.
do. I just don't
Seen
think
him in
it's
The
as
Witness.
much.
Blade Runner. He showed
No, I've
some
always
toughness.
thought that Harrison Ford always moves like an old person.
Always? Like
He
even
kinda
when
does,
he
it's
was
kinda true. Han Solo, even
30s?
even Han Solo, like all the moves were just like very robotic.
He just looks like he's like a 50-year-old man in the 50s. That's what he looks like. Like even when he runs, it's like he does not look like he runs fast. He never looked like he ran fast, even in Indiana Jones movies. It's like there's no way he outruns
Ooh,
that
he
boulder.
was Indiana
There's
Jones
no
also.
way.
So we have two
Yeah, I'm gonna-
for Kevin Costner. Lucas, what are you
I'm
picking here?
gonna have to go with Harrison Ford.
Going with Harrison Ford.
I just feel like he's a solid pick. Kevin Costner. I guess he might be old school toughness, but I feel like Harrison Ford has the experience, and even the parts he played back in the day, he's going to use that to his advantage. Waterworld will fail Kevin Costner.
I forgot about Waterworld. I love that movie.
Oof.
That is a good terrible movie.
Yeah, it is.
I like it too.
Mark,
I'm going with Harrison Ford.
another split decision.
Oh,
Yeah, all right.
I picked all these
you picked
because
some
I
good
thought they
ones.
would be good fights.
You
Yeah,
picked some
these
good
are gonna
split
be good.
decisions.
All right,
yeah.
we're going to round it off here. We are going to nail the dismount with a top tier celebrity fight.
Okay.
Christian Bale versus Keanu Reeves.
Keanu.
I'm taking Keanu Reeves.
Why?
John Wick.
Batman.
I mean, I understand. I think
Yeah,
John
but-
Wick.
but no,
I think
no.
John Wick killed
Christian
like
Bale
3,000
needs-
more
Remember,
people than Batman.
fisticuffs.
Christian Bale needs the bat suit to be good.
No, he
Yeah.
doesn't.
Keanu Reeves
No, he
needs
doesn't.
the Matrix and guns to be good.
Yeah. Like John
I
Wick.
feel like this would be a good fight. There's no shame goes to the loser here.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves has a black belt. Does Christian Bale?
Does
That's
does
not
Keanu
even
Reeves
true.
have
He
a
doesn't
white
even
belt?
know if that's true.
That is such a lie.
Yeah,
It did seem believable though.
I've got to root for Batman. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
so Keanu Reeves is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh,
No. Sorry, he never earned it.
He tried to get the belt and he failed. Couldn't even steal it
Keanu
from
Reeves
anyone.
has held a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in his hands.
He made it with crochet.
He was no. Keanu has a white belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu,
Oh gosh, that's like.
but
the
he has a
lowest
black
level.
belt in judo. Let's see Keanu Reeves. This is his.
the way I look at this fight is I think it's an evenly matched fight. It would be a great fight, but I think Keanu Reeves would be willing to go further to win.
I don't know. I think Keanu Reeves is too laid back. I think Christian Bale's nuts.
Yeah, Christian Bale is Welsh. I'll leave it at that.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Does that are Welsh people like tough? Like they snap necks?
Yeah, like crazy type of.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard his rant on the set of Terminator Salvation?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did hear that actually.
Yeah,
He's an angry person. He's an angry Welsh.
very angry.
I'm sticking with Keanu Reeves here.
I'm gonna go with Batman too. I'm with you, Mark.
Yep.
Split decision. I picked all these
Christian
because they
Bale.
would be good fights, and since they're split decisions, like that makes me feel good about it.
It's good. It's a good sign.
That's all of them though, for me.
All right. Fantastic. All right. Well, that's all for this super celebrity death match of destruction. To wrap things up, as is tradition, some last minute housekeeping where we offer pillows, fluff, towels. I totally did that backwards. Oh well. Give you some Andy's candies and tip you off to the
towels.
Just take all the pillows, make the bed out of pillows, and we'll fluff your towels for you, so you can dry off the best way possible.
We need to retrain our housekeeping staff.
Yep, that's right. And here's the news. Every single Saturday for the rest of your life, Mark is playing a game for GMG Got 'em.
Yep.
Enjoy it. It's great. It's fantastic right now.
Appreciate that.
I don't remember the game. I have forgotten.
We're doing Cyber Shadow.
Because all I can think about is if Keanu Reeves has a black belt in anything. All right. Yeah. So what was it again, Mark?
It was Cyber Shadow.
That's what I said. Cyber Shadow. Thank you.
Yep. We'll put that in for you.
Check it out. Check it out. Cyber Shadow this week. Next week too?
No.
Maybe?
Nope,
No,
we'll
just
be in
kidding.
March
Just
by
this
then.
week. This
New
is
game.
it. If you listen to this after this coming Saturday, you're too late. Go check it out on the old YouTube archives or something like that. And then I am streaming on YouTube, on our GMG YouTube channel, on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, high noon, lunchtime, Eastern Standard Time. So please subscribe. Help us reach 100 subscribers so the link can be easier to type out and found by others. And then rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, and of course Stitcher, if you have not already. So far, we are striking out with the ratings and reviews in 2021, but I'm feeling good. Something's coming soon. We are due for one of those bad boys. If you want to connect with us, our joiners, hang out, chat, and the like, we are on Discord, Twitter, Twitch, and email. So you can find all the links and info to that in the show notes. If you do, you will not be disappointed. It is a good time, especially in the Discord, where we are talking about everything from the joys of snow to the latest in WandaVision, whatever you want to call it.
WandaVision?
And yeah,
Who calls it WandaVision?
my mom does.
Peter Pan.
It's hilarious. I love it. Yeah. Ooh, that's a good one. But yeah, so please check it out. It's good stuff. And then finally, give us a call if you want your voice to be heard. 929 GMG Guys. What number is that, Mark?
It is 929 GMG Guys.
But what are the numbers?
I don't know.
Nobody knows the numbers. It's hilarious. 464-4897. We don't expect you to memorize it, but just like to mess with the guys. You can ask a question, share a comment, let your voice be heard. Speaking of course, what should be heard? As always, Marc Boucher. What happened on this day in history for either music or movies? I'm not sure.
It's definitely movies.
That's right. That's what I said.
Which always have music in them.
That's wonderful to hear.
Fair point.
Got lucky there. So, lay it on us.
And now we proudly present to you, our faithful joiners, This Week in Movie History, a GMG production.
All right, so of course we are doing This Week in Movie History. We figured we would go and change things up a little bit. Since we're talking about our top 100 movies of all time, we figured we'd keep the theme going. And so we're switching to movie history. Two things of note that happened this week. In 1996, the movie Trainspotting. Have you guys ever heard of that movie?
I have.
Cool. It's I believe it was, if not his first debut, one of Ewan McGregor's big movies, one of his claims to fame before Star Wars came out. And also, this week in music history, in 2009, Heath Ledger posthumously won an Academy Award for his role as the Joker in The Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm.
And birthdays, acting birthdays this week. Drew Barrymore, Emily Blunt, and Josh Gad. So happy birthday.
Olaf. Nice.
Yep. And that's it.
All right. Thank you very much for sharing that, Mark. Fantastic information. Keeping the movie train going, let's get into our additions to the top 100 movies or our GMG MAFT 100, Patrick, what do you got for your next nomination?
I am going to go with Jurassic Park.
Good choice.
Yes.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
We have a T-Rex.
All right. Fantastic choice. Ronnie.
John Wick. Number 1.
I still need to see that.
You need to see that.
Let me tell
It's
you.
good.
I remember
really good.
Don't watch that
when
with
my
James
dad
either.
No, I will not. Actually, I remember the first time I heard about that movie was from my dad, and he was like, "Yeah, your mom and I went to a movie, this John Wick. It was really violent." he had no idea what he was walking into.
It is
and
really
he just sat there like, "Oh, okay, wow." It was funny. So, yeah, I definitely want to check that one out. Mark, what you got?
I did not check the list, so I really hope that this is not already on the list.
Mario 64. Yep, it's on there. Please say the Super Mario Brothers movie.
No, absolutely not.
Dang it.
If that makes it onto this list, I'm quitting.
Veto.
That is an atrocity. The Empire Strikes Back. Please let that not have been said already.
I don't think
Criminally underrated by my children.
It is the first Star Wars game on the list, or Star Wars movie on the list.
Oh, yes. Fantastic.
Probably not the last.
Yeah, I need to say it right now. Call up my children. My children. They rated, because of them, they sandbagged Empire Strikes Back in our Disney movie list and put it below Revenge of the Sith.
Wow.
I was just like, what is happening right now? I almost disowned them and almost sent them to their rooms.
They're still sleeping outside.
Yeah, they are. I mean, come on. That is awful. Awful take. But unfortunately, you have to have majority to vote a movie higher. So what are you going to do? I guess it's my turn. It is. And I'm just going to go right for the jugular. Onward. The Pixar classic.
Nice.
I love it. Tearjerker.
It's good.
Fantasy.
Good.
Like, wonderful movie.
It is wonderful top to bottom.
Top to bottom.
Beginning
front to back.
It's so good.
I mean, even though it lacks like some musical numbers, Pixar's not known for musical numbers, but it's got awesome music. Like 80s, like ballads. I don't remember if they have any actual like licensed music, but the music they do for it is mostly instrumental and just rocking. So, good stuff.
Cool.
Yep. All right. Pat, Mark, and Ronnie J. Not Pat Sajak, not Mark Ruffalo, and not Ronnie. I can't think of a famous Ronnie, but
Ronnie James Dio.
Yeah,
there you go.
Exactly. Not Ronnie James Dio. Along with you, our beloved friends, family, and joiners, go get your good morning this week, and may God bless and guide your lives as you live, as you work, and as you game.
1, 2, 3, 4.